Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10.
At their own 16.
Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Ryan. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Ryan.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now.
Lawrence, they'll drop that underneath to Etienne.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. But I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The Colts at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
That'll give them 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Play action. Ryan. Rolling to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Taylor. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On the return, here's Agnew. And that'll go as a 57-yard punt with a return of 12. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
124 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now Lawrence to throw. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, well, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley.
And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. A give, it's Etienne off the option. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
First and 10, Taylor now.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Back to Taylor on first down. Taken down at the 30.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Taylor.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now, 14-10.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. They go play action now. Ryan. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan.
And that's caught by the tight end, Granson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Ryan, a little pop pass, jet sweep.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
2nd and 9. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Ryan.
Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Ryan now off the bootleg.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17-all. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne to about the 35, second down.
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Etienne once more.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Hey, Haywood!
On 3rd down, Lawrence. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And, partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Off the option, here's Etienne.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nice 3rd down conversion at even 20 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 17 yards out. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact. And
once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Ryan to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On the draw is Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake,
yeah,
for sure.
Without a doubt. Because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field, but guess what? This one's now just about over.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone.
Yeah, all right, my flow sinister.